why did they decide to mow today of all days, like the noise? Hi guys, it's your girl Hectoria back again with another video. I don't know why I'm so excited about today's video, but it is what it is. If you are new here, welcome. You are the right place. You see that red button just down below, click on it and subscribe to this channel, and the bell just by it, just ring it so that whenever I post a video, you'll be the first to come watch it. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for stopping by. Today's video is going to be a very informative and educative one, so grab your cup of tea, coffee, juice, whatever it is, your pen and your paper, and then jot down some points. Concentrate, because your girl right here has got nuggets for you, nuggets of wisdom. So yes, let's get right into the video. Recently, I did a webinar on securing or how to secure grad school funding, and the feedback I had from that webinar was that we focused more on securing grad school funding and I'm talking about the whole process, like how to even apply for the schools, because they actually find themselves confused as to how to even apply for the schools in the first place. In today's video, if you see me looking down a lot, don't worry, I got you. It's just like, it's like a really informative and educative one, so I had to put down some points so that I don't miss out on anything that I would want to let you guys on. Someone will ask, why is this even my first video after my intro video? This because most schools, or almost every school, is closing application in December and January, and since we are in November, I felt okay, why not, just like the right time to post this video. So the most commonest website almost everyone uses is mastersportal.com. That's how the interface looks like. It's going to ask you what you want to study, where you want to study, and then the subject criteria as well. So just like type it in, it's going to lead you to the school's website. But the one that I prefer to use is 4icu.org. 4icu.org. This particular website is going to give you categories of schools based on countries, based on rankings and all that. This is my favorite part, the popular rankings. It's giving you US, UK, Canada, everywhere. So we tapped on that for the UK. It's going to give you top 2021 UK university ranking. So you go through, if you have no idea which schools you want to apply to, just like go through it and then check. We are going to click on University of Glasgow. Yes, as an example. So you scroll down and you see University of Glasgow, tap on it. It will redirect you to the school's official website. So you go through it, check the level of study, that is postgraduate study, and then type in the course that you want to study. So let's say food, anything about food will come up. So the school has food security as a master program. So automatically redirect you to the food security department website. So you just go through it, scroll down to explore careers prospects, fees and funding, see the fees for international students, funding opportunities like scholarships available to people to apply for that particular program. So you go through it and see which one is applicable to you. You're going to see the entry requirements as well, what you need to apply for the school. You always like check international student because that is what you are, and then how to apply. At the end is when I tell you the documents that you need to apply, what you need to do, the portal you need to go on. You scroll down to just see where apply now comes in. So you tap on it and then it will redirect you. You are seeing this page because I've applied to Glasgow. The first thing that they need is your transcript certificate. Obviously, they need to check and see if your degree or your undergrad degree is like sufficient enough to transition to the master program. So yeah, and your grades as well. The next I'm going to talk about is reference letters. See, before you apply for the school, try and have like two professors or two lecturers from your previous school or your employer, like two people that will vouch for you, that will recommend you for the program. The next I'm going to talk about is your SOP. That's like a statement of purpose or letter of motivation. So that is like basically an essay that talks about yourself, talks about your background, your future aspirations, why you think that course you're applying for is right for you, or why you want to pursue that course in that school. Yeah, so you need to convince the selection team that, oh, you're the best candidate for that program. Another thing is English proficiency. Um, the fact that you speak English, trust me, doesn't mean that your school will see you deem fit, that you are very proficient in English language. The fact I'm sitting here trying to speak English to you doesn't mean that even applying for a school, they would automatically say that, okay, they will they think that you are proficient in English. Some would take a letter from like your undergrad school that is like a certificate proving or telling them that, oh, your program was read in English, so you're like very fluent in English. Some would also decide to take your WASI. So if you have like a certain grade in WASI, yes, they would consider you for the program. Some too would require you to write an IELTS. IELTS is like basically common in UK, Canada, some other school, TOEFL, yeah, and all that. Another professional exam is the GRE. GRE is basically common in the US, Canada, yes, but not here in the UK. So you need to check the school's website and see which one would apply to you. Another is CV. We all know what a CV is. So yeah, CV, some schools would require you to upload a CV, like your CV on their portal, just to check and see like your background and what you've been up to before application of the program. And then research proposals. Not every not every program is gonna require you to write a research proposal. Some would like just ask you about what you intend to do, but some too would require a structured research proposal. So you need to tell them that, okay, this is what I want to do, this is the kind of research I'm interested in, and all that. And lastly is the application fee. My darling, application fee. Application fee is like one of the factors that really prevents people from applying to the school, because sometimes you see a program and you think, oh, this is the right program for me. You scroll down and you go and check, and it's like you need to pay $100 or $50 or $75 for application. There are three ways to secure funding for graduate school. The first is the direct funding or the automatic funding. That one would not require you to like have a separate application. So let's say when you apply to the school and they look at your application as like a very strong one, they automatically consider you for some sort of funding. You know, some schools have scholarships for Africans, some schools have scholarships for people in tech, women, black women, you know, all that. Some too just like automatically consider you for 30% waiver, 50% waiver, and all that. So with those ones, you don't need to apply differently for it. So with all this, you need to check the school's website and see which one is what's applicable to you. The second one is by cold emailing professors. This one right here, I think it requires a whole video how to cold email professors, because, or let me even say what is cold emailing. Cold emailing is like writing an unsolicited mail to someone. So in this case, you are going to write to a professor in the department in which you are applying to ask them if they are recruiting, or if the person is taking graduate students for his or her lab in the next academic year. And you don't just get up and just like send an email to somebody. Because see, if I read the cold emails I sent in 2019, like I just sit down and I'm like I mean, yeah, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? Like I just like laugh and I'm like, okay, that is why they never go back to me. Oh. So in cold emailing, first you need to check. You know, some of the schools will tell you that you need to name a supervisor that you'll be working with in your stay. I mean, you are in Ghana. How can you name a supervisor? So that is where the cold emailing comes in. Before that, you need to like go to the professors in the department, check their research interest. So I'm going to be a little bit nutrition biased because, of course, your girl is a nutritionist. So if I'm applying to a school and then I check the professors, okay, there's this person, their research interest is in let's say public health or epidemiology. Another person's too research interest is in protein synthesis. Another person is in like pure dietetics. Another person is like nutrients, metabolism, and all that. So if you check those ones and you check the ones that resonate well with you, and you're like, oh, okay, I'd love to work with this professor. So if you find that professor, then you send an email to the professor telling him or her, oh, I am so and so, I graduated from this school and I read your paper on. Make sure, that is one thing, make sure you read the professor's paper, because you wouldn't want to go and embarrass yourself when there's no paper by us saying there's a paper on this, my dear ones. So yeah, so you tell the professor, oh, I read this paper of yours and then I found it very intriguing. In as much as you want to have more knowledge on this program, you would want to ask if the person is recruiting, graduate students for the next academic year, blah 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 blah. So then the professor will like send you an email back and go like, oh, hi, thank you for reaching out. Oh, I'm not accepting graduate students. That's fine, just forget about it. But then another person can also say, oh, I'm accepting graduate students, but there's no funding. Then you know if you want to apply and fund, like do self-funding. Just telling you, oh, okay, yeah, I'm recruiting grad students for the next academic year and there is funding. Oh la la, that's like sweet meat. So if the person like accepts you, you move ahead and then put in your application. That one, you know that sure enough you are going to get selected with for the program. And the last one I'm going to talk about is the external funding. External, just like the name goes by, external. These are like other scholarship bodies or authorities that fund students for a specific program. Example is the Commonwealth Scholarship, the Chevening Scholarship, Erasmus Mundus Scholarship, DAD scholarships, the other scholarships are for like solely African students, you know, and all that. So you need to check those ones. You need to check the school's website. They will name it. But with the external funding, what you need to know is that external funding, normally you require like a different application package. So that is, after you have applied for the school, you apply for the external scholarship as well. All this boils down to the school's website or the scholarship website, like what it will tell you to do. Those ones would also require different reference letters, different like letter of motivation or statement of purpose and all that. So for example, with the Commonwealth Scholarship, like Commonwealth Scholarship, they're like tags. There's a shared scholarship, there's a distance scholarship, there's a split size scholarship, there's the Commonwealth Master Scholarship as well. So with those ones, they would require you to write essays, like developmental impact essays. You write like more than 8 essays per application. So if you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket and you're applying to, let's say, 4 or 5 schools under that particular scholarship, you should know what you're getting yourself into. You write more than 20 essays. It's quite tedious, but it's worth it. Trust me, it is very worth it. So in today's video, we've basically spoken about how to apply for the school, speaking about what to even consider in applying for the school, what you need, and then how to actually get funding for the program that you want to pursue. So now that you know all these things, why don't you stop procrastinating, my dear, and then move right ahead and then put in your application. May we all win. I wish you all the best. Thank you for watching this video.